Everybody knows what day it is. Well, other than the Wolfer Power Hour today, it's Trump tariff talks. We've got the tariffs. We've got all the tariffs. They're the best tariffs. We've got the greatest tariffs in the world. We're going to put on all the tariffs. Billions and billions and billions of tariffs. Okay? China, Canada, Mexico, Uzbekistan. We're putting the tariffs on everybody. 25%, 70%, 115%, meaning you got to pay us to accept your goods. We got the best tariffs. It's Trump tariff day, man. It's about to get wild. Markets are already getting volatile. We talked about this yesterday on the stream. Hopefully you were ready for it. Hopefully you were ready for it. That's why I told people, hey, it might be best not to be in a trade right now. Might be best not to be in a trade. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a GC, or better commonly known as a God candle, that just happened inside of Bitcoin. We've got conflicting patterns, man. So if these tariffs come in hot and heavy, like hot and heavy, you know, like back in the day when you were in high school with your first girlfriend right in the backseat of a car heavy. Okay, hot and heavy. If they come in like that, Bitcoin's probably going to go down. All right, S&P's. Got it. All right, Florida weather, Florida internet. I am, beholden to the Florida internet, unfortunately. Sorry about you. But my point is that if this tariff talk comes in hot, risk assets are going to go down. And for, whatever reason, as it sits right now, Bitcoin has not become the digital gold yet. And if you look at the altcoin markets, it has not pumped with Bitcoin. It's literally just Bitcoin pumping, man. It's just Bitcoin. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here in just a second. Let's do my handy dandy transition. Let's get into the charts, baby. But first, if you are here from Twitter, which it seems that 3/4 of you are, scroll up and hit the follow button for me. Scroll up and hit the follow button. I got free stuff that I'm giving out to people. I'm going to give you an entire book on how to trade, my strategy, everything that I've learned over 10 years of being a verified pro trader, right? And if you don't know, I'm going to do my handy dandy transition. Now you know. Look at this. Is that me? It is. It is. Ooh, my head's a little bit bigger. Right? That's me. Yes, I am a verified pro trader on verifiedinvesting.com. Go check it out. Do that information wherever you want. In any case, the alts just ain't pumping while Bitcoin's pumping. Damn it. I gave away my stuff. Damn it. I need to check my charts before I get on these streams, man. If you're here from YouTube, make sure you like the video. Make sure you follow or hit subscribe. And then boom, baby, bang on the notification bell. I appreciate you. We've got conflicting patterns. Gold is going kind of sideways right now, but it has a bullish pattern on it that could take gold up to about $3,217 or something like that, right? And just so you know, I am the gold guy inside of Verified Investing, and go check me out, right? So that's why you should listen to me. Don't listen to me. I don't care. You're here, you might as well listen, right? But we also have a bullish pattern on Bitcoin, which is wild, right? And that bullish pattern thus far has played out. What's that bullish pattern, you ask? Well, I already spoiled it because Drew's the king of the spoilers, and I suck at streaming. I'm the worst streamer in the world, but luckily that's not how I make my bones, baby. Luckily, that's not how I make my bones. And then if you look at gold, right? We got the bull fliggity, the bull flag, baby. Let's go to my handy dandy documents. We got some bullish patterns, okay? Bull flag. That usually breaks out, up, right? That's on gold. But then we also have a cup and handle on Bitcoin, which is a bullish pattern that usually breaks up, right? Here's your target on gold, $3,217 or something like that, right? This is on the 4-hour chart too, man. I actually did some analysis on gold and Bitcoin in the Discord, which I will open up soon. to everybody that wants to get in it, if they want to actually have like real-time alerts and I have to wait for me to do this, because I actually was talking about this cup and handle whenever it was right here, and you could have wrote it 2%. If you did a 10x leverage on that, you would have made 20% on whatever you put on it. You put 10K on it, you just made $2,000. You put $1,000 on it, you just made $200. Worth the price of admission, probably. So in any case, that's what's happening with Bitcoin right now. It's in a cup and handle. It has a confirmed breakout, but we also have those Trump tariff talks. And if that is any indication of what's going to happen with Bitcoin, if it comes in hot, and he smacks tariffs on everybody, this thing could dump out. And the fact that the altcoins aren't just like all green is odd to me, right? So like if you look at Avalanche, right, AVAX hasn't done much. I mean, did it pump? Yes, it pumped a little bit, but like, did it pump over the past 2 hours like Bitcoin did? Not really. You know, it went from like 1950 to 1978, right? What did ETH do? Same stuff, man. Went from like 1880 to like 1912. That's a negligible pump, is my point. The fact that altcoins aren't going crazy right now kind of tells me a little bit of something, right? Like, yeah, we broke out of this and, you know, we came up and we tried to test it, but, you know, 60 to 75% of the measured move is what I always tell people to aim for, and it hit 60%. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. This is the measured move, man. This is the breakout point. This is the full target, right? Right over here. Call it 5%. So what's 60% of 5% is 3%. Boom, it hit 2.82%. So 60 to 75% of the measured move is always what my bias is on, you know, taking profits on this. So yeah, that's just is what it is. And now we're seeing it fall off. And what else are we seeing? Well, I'll show you. Unfortunately, RSI got into that overbought territory, and now it's starting to, you know, curl downward, and then the signal line's coming up, right? Stochastics are in super overbought territory as well, so there could be a pullback coming, is my point. And the catalyst could be that 4 p.m. meeting where Trump comes out and says, and we're going to smack 70 billion% tariffs on everyone, man. All the tariffs. You know, so, and that could pump gold like you wouldn't believe. In my opinion, you need a double confirmation on gold. I talked about this in my video inside of Verified Investing and in the Discord. I would like to see a confirmation outside of this cup or this trend line to break out. And there needs to be a breakout candle, then a confirmation candle. Then you need to break above this upward trend channel, get a confirmation, breakout candle and a confirmation candle. Then you can enter for your long, right? And that's going to be a good trade potentially, right? This is what it would look like. Nice little 5x risk to reward on it. Not bad, right? But that's not what we're here for. You came for Bitcoin, right? So here's the key level on Bitcoin. All eyes are on the 200 moving average, this green line right here, okay? As it sits, the 200 moving average is guess where? Why is it not pulling up? It's the only one that it won't show me. Douchebag. $86,300. So you need to close a daily candle above $86,300. If you do not, you are getting another rejection from the 200 moving average. And again, you've tried to get above this 200 moving average twice. You even confirmed above it here. And then boom, got sucked right back down under it, right? So from a market perspective, you also front ran the 50 at $88,000, right? Which is probably why we haven't gotten up there yet. Can we still get up there? Yes, absolutely. We can still get up to $88,000. But if you get a rejection from that, guess what's happening? The 50 is coming down, right? Let's draw it. The 50 is this blue line right here. It's coming down, and guess what the 200 is doing? It's coming up, right? Now, when the 50 is coming down, it's easier to break through. I totally get that. That's why it's so hard to break through this 200 right here, because it's trending upwards, right? But that is a death cross right there. And if price hits at that death cross, it's usually big moves, right? So pay attention to that like 86,300 to about $87,000 level, right? Because that seems to be where they're going to meet. Probably about 86.8. And that's going to print within the next probably 3 or 4 days, probably by Sunday, right? For the weekly candle close. So if you look here as well, there's a trend line here, right? That we also are trying to break out of. So again, as long as you stay above this $85,000 range right here, you're looking good on the daily, at least. Maybe not on, other time frames, but on the daily, this is kind of your make or break level right here, right? Call it $85,000 almost exactly. Okay. It's pretty simple. 85.5, I would say. That is a downward trend line on Bitcoin, right? It just is what it is. We've got a little wedge there. We'll see what's happening. Okay, there are 6 dozen people on here, my friends. We have 0 participation in the chat right now. Drop something in the comment section. We have 0 comments, but we have 70 some odd people on here. Drop what altcoins you want me to look at. Otherwise, I won't look at the altcoins. And drop what you're wanting me to do technical analysis on other than Bitcoin. Or else we'll just do Bitcoin analysis and hop off. And then I'll go to gold, right? And then we'll hop off. No big deal. No big deal to me. I will get time of my day back. But if you came here to actually get real analysis, drop it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. Now, on the 4-hour chart, okay, we have now reclaimed, all right, this is a daily level. Let's call this the one-day downtrend. We have reclaimed the moving averages on the daily chart, right? And that was after a death cross, okay? That was after a death cross. And now they're starting to curl up. So if we can stay above, again, this $85,000 level, it is critical. It is critical to stay above this $85,000 level, okay? And then what you really need to do is you need to come up here and test 89, and you need to break these highs, okay? You need to break this range right here. Because this right here, this was a swing failure pattern, man. And then it dumped out. So you could get another swing failure pattern up here if you don't close a candle above essentially 88.9. That's another swing failure pattern. So you really need to reclaim 89,000 on the 4-hour chart. Okay? It's just what it is. So in my opinion, there's a couple of different trades that you can make here, right? We've got the cup in handy. We know about the cup in handy. Whoops. If you break back below $85,000, say right here, this is where you'd be entering a short position, right? This is where you would be thinking about a short, right? And honestly, that short is going to be targeting some massive, massive downside. We're talking $76,000, right? To these previous lows, okay? This is a 7R risk to reward trade. Even if you move your stop loss outside of these swing highs, it's still a 3x risk to reward on this. That's a hell of a trade, okay? Obviously, I would not do that, right? But if you would have taken this long position that I was talking about in my analysis earlier today, when we were here, right, inside of the Discord, I posted this video before that 1-hour candle closed, this 1-hour candle right here, boom, you would have made good money, man. You would have made good money. You would have had a 5.86R risk to reward on this trade. It'd have been nice. It would have been nasty. And then you could have entered shorts up here, right? Started riding it down. You could layer your shorts from here to about here. Once you get above there, that's where you need to start thinking about longs, right? Because now you're breaking market structure. You wait for a pullback, you start thinking about longs, right? You get up here. I'm not saying you enter here when it breaks this. You don't enter here. That would be dumb. You wait for the pullback to the low. You pull a fib, right? So say this is your fib. You pull a fib from the low to the high, and you wait for a retrace to the 0.5 or, even the 0.618, the 0.382. You watch the momentum. You watch the RSI. You see when it's starting to curl. And that's when you get in, right? It's pretty simple, pretty simple. That's what I'm seeing right now on Bitcoin. Whoops, what is going on? All right, we have been on stream for 15 minutes and we have one comment. Alrighty then. Oh, we have a second comment from the same person. XYO. Dr. Philgood wants me to look at XYO. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Absolutely. Let's get some participation in the comment section, guys. Seriously. There's 7 dozen people on this stream. There's over 80 people. There's almost 100 people in here, and we have 4 comments, right? Yo, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for flooding into the comment section. I appreciate you. I do think it could be a bull trap, LD. It really could, especially if Trump comes out with all of this tariff stuff, dude. I mean, you could see this thing. It ripped, right? You got God candles. You got massive, massive volume on those God candles, similar to the God candles and volume you got over here. And then look what happened, right? You got a retrace almost immediately. Boom. To the tune of about 2%. So, you know, say you get a 2% retrace here, you're going right back down to 85.6. And you're going to start losing levels that you don't necessarily want to lose, right? So, you know, we'll see what happens. But if we continue to pump here, man, I mean, it's looking halfway decent, right? It's looking halfway decent. But I don't necessarily think that, I think they're trying to pull it above these moving averages before the Trump tariff talks happen, right? That's what I believe is happening here. And yes, it absolutely could be a bull trap. XDC, we got Rusty Nuts. Rusty Nuts is in the comments section lurking. We got G Woods on the drums. Boom, boom. He's in here. He says he wants me to look at XRP. We looked at XRP yesterday. We'll see if what we were talking about kind of played out. We've got XYO first. Let's do XYO first. Pretty sure we got a chart on this already. We should. Yeah, we do. Woo, that thing got murdered. All of the levels that mattered got killed, right? That sucks. Let's look at the daily first. I mean, you're kind of at a key level right now, you know? These previous highs right here. Boom. I mean, if you bounce from this, you know, you're probably coming up here to about 11 cents, right? There's 2 scenarios here, man. Everybody, seriously, this is my public service announcements to everybody. Be careful trading today before 4 p.m. Okay? Because there's 2 scenarios. 1, you get a bounce here, right? Or 2, you get a dump. And that dump is going to bring you like down here, bro. Probably right about there. And then here's your secondary support after that. But if in some way, shape, or form you do shake out a pump on this, this is where it could go. Still eat some of this stuff. We obviously have not looked at XYO in quite a while. But you could be coming up here to, you know, yeah, about 12.68 cents, somewhere in that realm. That's where the 200 and the 50 moving average are meeting. And the bad news is that this does not look bullish because you now have a death cross on the daily chart, which is not awesome, right? So let's look at the hourly, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you've got 2 scenarios, man. You long here at 8.5 cents and you target 12 cents, which is like a 50% move. I mean, the risk to reward on this thing is going to be friggin' insane. Like, 9x risk to reward on that, right? And then if you come under it and you bearishly back test it, that's where you're shorting. And you would say something like this, and then we would probably put the stop loss right around there, find our horizontal raise again, and you would be targeting this low right here for a 5x risk to reward. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Rusty nuts. XRP, G Woods on the drums. I mean, you're starting to get to where you can enter along, man. Like, this is what we were talking about yesterday. These are our two scenarios. One, you come under this zone and you're screwed, and you short it all the way down to here for a 6x risk to reward. You come above this purple box, boom, you blast off, right? I need to see what the oscillators are doing. Are the oscillators oscillating? What's this risk to reward on this? 3x? So you're coming down. Like, this is not going to be super hard to break, this 200, right? So if you can come up here, boom, it's really bullish news for XRP, in my opinion. That's really bullish news. You reclaim the 200 moving average, which is this green line. You get out of your must-hold zone area, right, that you've held up quite substantially a lot of different times. You get out of that area, then you long to the next highs, right? That's it. It's very simple. That's the trade. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's not much has changed in terms of XRP. You still have your two trade setups right here, right? Inside of here is like a no-fly zone. You want to see either a breakout above it or a breakout below it. And that'll tell you the direction, what you're going to be doing. So let's see if the oscillators are oscillating. Boom. Okay, so we've got lower highs on the oscillator. Do we have higher highs on the price? We do not. We have the same highs. Okay, so there's no bearish divergence here. You have your, on the hourly chart, you're super overbought. I mean, that's signaling potential downside, or at the very least, a small pullback, like somewhere like what this did, you know? Well, no, not that, but like right here. Boom, small pullback, boom. But then, you know, eventually this thing has to go down, right? This thing has to stop being so overheated. You're not going to stay up there forever. I mean, you can stay up there for a while, but not forever, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing on XRP. I mean, there's no bearish divergences or anything right now. It could be bullish nature. But again, you got to see what happens with these Trump talks. These Trump tariff talks are going to basically make the market right now. Yeah. XDC. XDC. If anybody else has anything else, drop it in the comments section. We're more than happy to do the TA. Let's see what we got. We probably have it on Bybit. Okay. We don't have it on Bybit. I feel like we've done this before. Yeah, I mean, here's your floor, right? You've kind of hit your floor here. And then this is like your ultimate floor. This is on the hourly chart, obviously. But yeah, I mean, that's your kind of ultimate floor right there. You could take a long position here. As you see, it's well respected. This is very well respected. But again, I mean, this is going to go back to the same type of nature as XRP. You lose this level, dude, you have to short. You have to short. Maybe not this level, but you lose this level. Sorry. And then you set your stop loss outside of this. And you're targeting some pretty massive downside. You're probably going to take these lows out. So that's where I would be taking this. 2x risk to reward, something like that. Now, if you come down here and you bounce again, right, this would have been a good trade to get into a few minutes ago. not a few minutes ago, a few hours ago. But if you come down here and you bounce, you're looking to target these highs at the very least, and then you're setting your stop loss right outside of here for a 3.5x risk to reward on XDC. Dude, Val Kilmer's gone? Well, let's put the aviators on in remembrance of Val Kilmer from Top Gun. That's wild. About XDC. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. Okay. We pull this fib from pretty much, I would say this high right here. Call it this high to this low. Could be coming up to about 77.2 cents to these previous highs right here, right? And if you get outside of that, you're going to be reclaiming some good moving averages, right? Because as it sits right now, you're under almost every moving average that matters, right? You're under the 100, you're under the 50. The 50's curling down towards the 100 right now. The 200's heading down. It's showing a clear downtrend, right? And, that's what I'm seeing on XDC right now. You've got two potential trades. You did break out of kind of like a downward parallel, though, or downward and used it as a pivot point. Boom. Used it as a pivot point, upheld it right there. Boom, straight bounce, baby. But yeah, I mean, that actually changes my trade now. I would say wherever that pivot point is where you would want to be targeting. So yeah, that's XDC in a nutshell. RIP Val Kilmer. The Iceman. Velo. Let's look at Velo. I'm pretty sure we have a chart on this. Every time I say that, we never do. Is it this one? Yeah, we do have a chart on this. Okay, so you're not digging this level. Okay, if you come up here and you get a rejection from this level, right? That's where I would be shorting. If you get above this level, right? Say the 200 comes down here, you get above the 200 and that level, that's where you would long and you would target these highs, right? And you would obviously set your stop loss below that level and below these moving averages. But that has to happen like this, okay? The 200 comes here, price comes up, boom, that's where you long, right? But say price doesn't do that and then it rejects. That's where you would be entering short positions and you would be targeting right here. You can set your stop pretty tight on this too. Wherever the 200 is, set it above the 200, right? And you're targeting these previous lows over here that you can zoom out and see. So maybe front run those lows a little bit, maybe somewhere in here. 9x risk to reward. Wow. Wow. 5.5x risk to reward on the long, right? I mean, that's insane stuff. Let's see what else is happening. I mean, this is all going to depend on what happens with these Trump talks and what happens with these tariffs, man. These tariffs could absolutely murder the market, in my opinion. I mean, look at this chart, dude. I mean, this is a good long point right here at literally 1 cent. But I mean, you're at 1.25 cents right now. So that would literally be almost a 20% drop. It would be a 20% drop from here to get this entry. And then as you see, this is kind of the floor at 7/10 of a cent. If you go below that, like it's basically over for this. I don't see it coming back from that. But, in any case, if you look at the fib, right, this fib, you can delete this. From the high to the low, you would be targeting like 2.79 cents. I mean, that would be a 2.5x from here for a swing trade. So yeah, I mean, Velo is, that's a tough one, man. I mean, that's a tough one. I don't know if I would necessarily be wanting to trade this if I were you, but if you are already in the position, $2.70 is kind of your target. Yeah, got you, G Wood. Got you, G Wood. Hopefully that answers Rusty Nuts' question. Barachain. Barachain? Is Barachain bullish? I heard they have some of the biggest TVL in the land. My buddy Larry told me that. Oh, Lair Bear. Lair Barachain. He hates it when I call him that. But it fits here. Big old bag. Big old bag of Rusty Nuts. Barachain. All right, let's do Bear. We got to have a chart on this, man. Barachain doesn't look horrible, honestly. It's starting to set lower lows or higher lows here. It's starting to trend up. Boom. Right. I need to take out this high at $7.65 or so. Need to take that bad boy out. You've reclaimed the 100 and the 50 moving average as it sits right now. Gold's pumping. Gold's trying to break out, man. It might hit people with that trade that I gave. Boom. You get above this. Bam, bam, boom. Watch out. All right, let's see what we got. I feel like we have Barachain. Where's my chart? I know I have a Bara chart. Bybit? Binance? Come on, man. Give me the chart. Give me the chart, man. Yeah, I mean, lower low here, super low, hot, like same high, right? But that's a swing failure pattern. That's why you came down here. But you did set a higher low than this low. Boom. You got outside of that channel. If you come back test it, that's long entry all day. And then you set your stop loss just below those lows and inside of this channel. Boom. And then you start targeting those highs, right? You at least target these highs for a 2x risk to reward, but my bias would be start targeting the real highs, which are up here and up here. I would say to be safe, do it right there. It's probably about a 0.5 retrace on this. Anybody want to bet me a kiss on the lips that that's a 0.5 retrace? You feeling lucky? You ready to gamble with your lips? I am. I accept your bet. .5 retrace. Bow. It front ran it. Maybe a kiss on the cheek. We'll do a kiss on the cheek. We're both kind of right. Okay. It front ran it. Got halfway through. Almost hit it. Pucker up, big boy. Pucker up. All right. Now, let's see what we got. Yeah. So, yeah, in any case, yeah, I would be targeting these highs over here, right? These kind of like swing highs before when you hit this massive downtrend. I'd be targeting like $8 on Barachain. But here's the other thing. You lose this 0.236 and you lose this again, that's where you short, okay? So, you lose that, you short, all right? And I mean, if you want to, you can. The hell is that? What the hell? Where's the ultimate lows? Yeah, right there. And like right here. Dang. $6. $6. Damn. That is what we call a damn Daniel. Back at it again with the white bands, man. Those are your supports on Barachain. I would probably be targeting that. I would be targeting here for sure. I would be targeting those lows for a really terrible risk to reward ratio. Just kidding. Don't do that. Okay. You would want to set your stop loss very tight on this, because if you come inside of this trend channel right here, if you get back above it, you don't want to be in that trade. But I'd be probably targeting right there. Right. So there's your 2 trades on Barachain. You know, swing trades, whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. There's a good movie about Val Kilmer named I Am Val. R. Gilbert's here. There's 100 people that were waiting for R. Gilbert to show up. 103 people, actually. 89 on Twitter, 14 on YouTube. 103 people were waiting for R. Gilbert to show up and send me a chart that I cannot read. R. Gilbert's charts are diabolical. R. Gilbert's charts are like talking to a newborn baby. You will not understand that. But he does. Let's see what R. Gilbert's got for us. Said he was talking about Bitcoin dominance yesterday, and it played out on the ascending triangle. Absolutely. It probably did, dude. That ascending triangle. You did call that out. I will give R. Gilbert his... I will give him that. Was it this? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, Gilbert. That ascending triangle was on a daily chart, bruh. What you talking about, Willis? Dominance. BTC dominance, son. Son. All right, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. BTC Dom. Don't get any ideas. I'm a grown-ass man. BTC Dom. Is this it? What is that? BTC dominance. What is the chart on this? I can never remember. R. Gilbert, what's the ticker on this, man? Give me some help. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, R. Gilbert. BTC.D, you got it. That's what it is, not BTC Dom. You got it, bruh. All right, that's what it is. Yeah, bro, it did. It played out. It hit the target. Blick up. Yeah, we were talking about this a while back. Yeah, you're right. 100% on the daily chart. You got it. You heard it here first, guys. R. Gilbert for the win. 75% of the measured move. Bang, 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 boom. Went and did his thing. Went and did his, as we would like to call, thug thizzy. He did his thug thizzy. Bang. Yeah, it's a good call. All right, let's check it out. What else we got? He's got 20K in our Cardano at 64 cents. I got that 64 cents. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Jocking Cardano. Slapping a ripple. Should I sell the measured move for the inverse head and shoulders around 70 cents? Well, we can check it out. Maybe we'll check it out. Oh, dude, this is what I would call, I mean, this is tough, bro. This is a tough call. But this is what I would call a absolute banana bread.
Dude, I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. right? You're right. I mean, inverse head and shoulders, bruh. It is 100%. Do I have this? I should have this on my chart by now. There's a one-day bull flag. Let's look at the... So are we on the hourly? Dude, why do I have so much horizontal ray stuff on here? Let's turn these bad boys off. There's the rest of my horizontal rays. Give me them. Give me that. Get in there. In there like swimwear, baby. In there like swimwear. Let's turn all this off now. Boom. All right, we got the pivot point, bruh. Got the pivot point. What are those? Why did I say to enter here? Oh, yeah, 200 moving average. Oh, bro, you're already banging off the 200 moving average right now. This is where I was telling people, you might think about shorting here, and you might think about shorting here. Yeah, that 200 moving average is not liking you right now. R. Gilbert. R. Gilbert! Ah, went to zero. Where's the long position? There's a long position somewhere here that we just cannot find it. I can't call it. I can't call it. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so it's on the one-day bull flag. If you break above $1, that's like long city, all the way up to 75% of the measured move, which would be a 80% move. I mean, that would be nuts. Let's go to the hourly chart. Let's do your thing. Inverse head and shoulders. Absolutely. I mean, if you can't pick that out, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody on this channel by now, due to my handy dandy documents that I am not going to gatekeep from anybody because I'm actually the real deal Holyfield. You should be able to pick this stuff out. And again, if you want these documents, I am creating pages and a way that you can have these documents for free, free 99, the free 99, right? You don't have to pay for anything. And I'm also going to give you a 50 to 60 page book on how to trade, again, for the free 99. So just pay attention for that. I will tell everybody when that happens. Here's the inverted head and shoulders. Look at this. And then look at it. Look at that there. Look at that there. Right? Does it look familiar? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, so let's chart it. Ooh, it's slanting upwards too. That's good news. That's what you want. You want to see it slanting upwards. Okay, so here's the only problem that I'm seeing with your position. Let's do the measured move really quick. Yeah, 75% of the measured move gets you back up to these highs right there. Boom. Very simple, right? Very simple trade. You're long at 64 cents. Dog. You got a legendary entry, my friend. Like, you got the legendary entry that we were talking about right here, right? You got it even better than that, right? That's a legendary entry. Everybody give R. Gilbert a round of applause for that entry because that's gangster. G status, right? I mean, honestly, bro, I would take off a portion here because with not knowing what Trump's trade talks are going to do, no one's going to laugh at you if you take 50% profit and now you let the rest ride risk free and then you move it all the way up to that measured move to these highs. And then you take off, another 50% there of what's left over. And then you let the rest of it ride to see if you can just take out all these big ass highs and hit the measured move on this bull flag, bro. Are we still inside of this big bear flag? No. Yeah, we almost hit the target on the bear flag. Not quite, actually. We didn't even come close, did we? No, that bear flag. I mean, there's another thing right there, bro. Like, you're going to intersect. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good place to take profits, bro, on that position. 100%. Because you've still got this bear flag, and it's going to act as resistance. It's never come back and retest it, right? And the measured move is all the way down here at about 45 cents on that. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely take profits at that measured move, man. But I would take 50% off here. Then I would take 50% of what's left off here, and then I would let the rest of the 25% ride and see if I can take it all the way up here or even all the way up here, man. Like $1.81. You got a legendary entry, bro. Legendary entry, dude. I'm envious of that entry. That's sick, dude. The bliggity, the bliggity bull flag, the bull fliggity. Dominance, son. The 1 hour time frame. Yep, you got it. Yeah, easy E, man. So every time I say, this is kind of a funny anecdote. Every time I say easy peasy lemon squeezy, it reminds me of my buddy back in the day. He looked like Easy E. So we called him Easy E, right? We called him Easy. And looked exactly like him, dude. It was uncanny. And I'm going to air him out because this is a funny story. This dumbass was cleaning a .22 pistol with a bullet in it, and he shot himself in the leg, and the bullet is in his bone, in his leg, and cannot be taken out. And from then on out, his name was no longer Easy E. Can you guess what I called him after that? And what I got everyone else to call him after that? We'll give you 3 seconds to guess it. Drum roll, please. Where is my guy, G Woods on the drums? Drum roll, please. G Woods on the drums. Squeezy G. So you are no longer Easy E now. You are now Squeezy G because you shot yourself in the leg like an idiot. Easy squeeze. Oh my God. I hate to laugh at his woes, but he's fine. He's perfectly fine. It was funny. It was very funny. You are an idiot. But yeah, we're going to give all that info for free. So like all of these. So my charting patterns document. So this is also what I call Candlesticks 101, right? Candlesticks with examples. It's going to be Candlesticks 101. I'm going to give you an entire candlesticks document. I'm going to give you an entire charting patterns document that's even more in depth than this. And then I'm going to give you a 50 to 60 page ebook or something like that for free. But just because, like, dude, I want people to be actionable on this. Like, this is very selfish for me too. I want people to be like coming to the streams and being like, yo, I know what's going on. And they can participate kind of as R. Gilbert does in the chat and say like, yo, I'm seeing this, cup and handle, or I'm seeing this or whatever. So it's a 2-hour read, right? If you read that whole book, right? My ebook or whatever you want to call it, my free guidebook that I'm going to give you that takes you from A to Z on trading, covers everything you could ever think of. If you read that, you'll have a pretty high level friggin' understanding. You'll be able to come to these streams for just spending 2 hours of your time targeted, right? You don't have to go through all my streams to learn all this stuff. Just read the book. It takes 2 hours, and then you're like actionable on these streams. And we can be like bantering in the comment section, kind of how I do with R. Gilbert, right? And dude, honestly, I think it's such a good book that I think even Donna Goodo could read this.
I'm legally blind. I can see barely. Huh?
Even Donna Goodo could read this book, and she is legally blind. Legally blind. Okay, let's get back to Bitcoin. But anyways, yes, that's what I'm going to give you guys. And literally, I'm not going to charge anything for it. It's free. I just want people to like actually be able to do something with this information, right? We got 112 people on this stream. I want every single one of you to be able to take profitable trades, man, and then contribute to this, and then tell people like, hey, man, Drew's the man, right? And then more people come on the streams, and it becomes more fun, right? It's fun for me to do this. I like doing this. Okay, where are we at? Woo! We're at 87.2. 87.2. Dude, I mean, like, we're getting there. We're getting there. Are you going to hit the target and then reject off of this? Okay, so this is what's called a rising wedge pattern. And this is actually on the daily chart, right? What's a rising wedge? Well, luckily, you're in the right place because I have the handy dandy document that will show you everything that you need to know. And I reference it every single day. This is a bearish charting pattern. Okay, where is it? Rising wedge, boom, okay? Look at that. Look at this wedge, right? And then look at what's happening on the Bitcoin chart right now. Does that look like a rising wedge? Boom, hit the top end of it. Boom, hit the top end of it. Boom, hit the bottom end of it. Hit the bottom end of it. And this is the measured move on that, which is why I've been saying, you know, we could be coming back down to the 77, 78, or yeah, about 77, 78K range, right? Especially if Trump does what he's about to do, okay? This smaller charting pattern, all it's going to do is get you up to the top end of that channel again, and you can get to see another rejection, boom, come down, break down out of this, and then bam, you're hitting down, you know, price 80K, right? 80, 81K. So, I mean, this is still in play, in my opinion, right? But we also have a 1 month bull flag that's in play. You want to see it? Where's the 0.618 retrace on that bad boy? 72.5, man, which is right $1,000 under the previous all-time high at like 76.7, which is the level I've been talking about for months. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In any case, pay attention for 4 p.m. It happens in 3 hours and 10 minutes. I do not know where you are in the world, okay? I have no idea. And I don't care. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is that you are here, okay? It happens in 3 hours and 10 minutes. That is when Trump is going to talk. Pay attention. Watch out. Trade safely. You know the levels. I'm probably going to take a small scalp short. Or maybe not a small scalp short. I'm full porting it, bro. Full port. We're going to take like 10 grand and put it on there. Maybe. We got to see what it looks like, man. We got to see what it looks like, because this bearish doji right here, after this fall, right? And then you've got, you know, a bullish engulfing candle here. This is a bullish candle. It did bounce off of the 9 moving average, right? The 21 is way down here at $64,000. All I'm saying is that the 21 SMA is a friggin' magnet, and it loves to get pulled back to it. If you look at the moving averages on the weekly, you're looking at, dude, I mean, even just the 50 is at 76K. That's almost taking you down to that 70 whatever level, right? Where I was talking about. Look at the daily. You got to stay above this 200 MA, which is right here at 86.3, right? So we're $1,000 above it. And if you can reclaim this, once you get above $89,000 and you close a daily candle up there, we are bullish. Okay. We're pretty bullish at that point. That's what it comes down to, because why? You get outside of this pivot point and you start taking out these highs right over here. My bad. Right here. And you take out the 50 moving average. That's where we start to turn bullish. I live 10 minutes away from Donna, but not in Port Arthur, Texas. Where's it at? That's funny, bro. You probably live in Houston. Where's she at?
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Sir, were you involved in the crime? I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female. Donna Goodo, everybody. With that being said, let's see how all these Trump talks go. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Make sure you hit the follow button. If you're here on Twitter, I'm going to give you so much free value, so many free resources. I've made so many people so much money from giving out free trades on this channel. We will get a Discord that will give you way faster, whatever, information sometime. Give me time. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, baby. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Throw it from the hip. A little bit of rotation. Right? I mean, bang on that notification bell. Comment whatever you want in the relevant sections. Peace.